What is it about Australia that the Greeks love so much? Because so many of them have migrated here to Australia. In the last survey, 1 in 50 Aussies recognised as being of Greek ancestry. And the place that so many of them go is to Melbourne. We're going to take a look at Little Athens, Greek style, in this episode of Travel Oz. G'day, welcome, I'm Greg Granger.
In this episode, we'll check in with Melbourne's Greek community, attend their special Easter celebrations, feast with families, taste their delicacies, and explore their Greek museums and shopping centres. Finally, we'll be wowed by Greece's most popular singer, Katie Garvey, in a Greek nightclub in Melbourne that throbs with passion. Yassou! Greece indeed is the word. Easter for Greeks across the world is a unique tradition, and nowhere is it celebrated with more conviction than in Melbourne.
Thank you.
As our Melbourne reporter Irene Jones can testify. Her ancestors are from Greece.
Sharing the eternal light of Jesus. So this comes out of the church and will get spread amongst the entire crowd here. You take this home, you make a cross across the door, and it's meant to bring you good luck and fortune for the entire year.
The Greeks of Melbourne are keeping alive customs from their original homeland with gusto.
It is very special. It's a lot like Greece, as it is, and in some ways probably more so because we've tended to hold on to those traditions of our parents more so than what the people that lived in Greece and kept growing with Greece did.
Tonight's Holy Saturday service and celebrations are taking place at St Catherine's in East Malvern.
It's always such an incredible, joyous time for the Greek community to come out and do all the things that our parents did when they came to Australia. As kids of migrants, it's one of those traditions that we can take forward to our next generations. We receive the eternal flame, and at midnight, you crack the red eggs. Cracking the egg symbolises breaking the tomb of Jesus, and that resurrection and new life is available to all. It's meant to bring good luck if you win the egg smashing contest. So from tonight at St Catherine's, what an incredible Easter it's been. Kali Anastasi.
Next day, it's time for family and feasting.
We have a lamb on the spit, we have a million salads, we've got chips, we have chocolate eggs, we've got boiled eggs, we have dips and cheeses. I think that any food that you could possibly want, we have it today at lunch.
Today, family and friends have gathered to make this a very special event.
And what is the tradition, though, of having the lamb on the spit?
Lamb's very traditional to the region because you've got, obviously, lamb sacrifices in the religious text itself, and in the mountainous climates of Greece, it's very common. And when, after World War II, they brought it over here and it just became integrated into our cuisine.
For me, Greek Easter is the most important holiday. I've never been super religious, but being around my family and also being able to enjoy a spit after fasting for a week is also an incredibly great thing to be a part of.
Typical of the older Greeks who moved here 20 years ago and more is Nikla Makris.
I was pleasantly surprised that I found out that people carry on with the original tradition, which is even more sometimes than Greece, because they want to keep together families, tradition, the language, religion, of course, and that's something which kept people, the community, together.
It's been an incredible Greek weekend. The solemn church service last night, followed by this day of family feasting. Next, Irene takes us to Little Athens, Melbourne style, to show us some Greek shopping experiences. Food is a standout attraction at many Greek outlets in Melbourne as well. We're down at the Oakley Markets at Melissa, a shop which claims to cater for every culinary desire. Irene is eating out here with local celebrity Rena Malee.
How spoiled are we?
We are so spoiled for choice
amazing.
here. So good.
What we've got here is some amazing Juvezzi, and really this takes me back to my childhood.
Now, one of the new introductions to Melissa is their pizza range. They've just brought it in. So I know it's a little bit of Italy with our Greek food, but this is an a la carte restaurant, right?
Absolutely.
So let me feed you.
Oh, thank you. Oh, please do. Oh. That is one of the best pizzas I've had.
Melissa has done an incredible job here.
Absolutely.
Not only do they do great a la carte food, but also cheers. They are very well known for these cocktails.
Absolutely.
Small Greek businesses are certainly thriving at the Oakley markets. In the Monastiraki complex, John Lambusi is making a real impact with his handmade worry beads in his store, the Komboloi shop.
What does kumboloi mean?
Komboloi is the Greek word for worry beads, which are, well, these are.
And what do you use worry beads for?
Worry beads, they've been around for thousands of years. Various cultures use them differently. Every culture's got a version of the rosary, or the Buddhists have the mala beads. We've got the kumboloi, and they're all a little bit different. Other people just use them for anxiety relief or to fidget with. All handmade here.
Handmade here, you do all of these?
Yes, I make them all, yes.
The Greeks of Melbourne love Monastiraki because of its varied offerings, from freshly made gelato from Zelatos to a range of dream catchers, religious adornments and jewellery at Thalos. The Greek vibe is everywhere here, as Thea Petsas of Thalos explains.
It's like Athens. It's like walking down to Monastiraki in Athens. Everybody's very welcoming. You know, you get to see all these restaurants around that represents the Greek culture. You know, you can go down the road and have some coffee, and then you can come in here and, you know, do a little bit of shopping. But you don't really get to find that stuff in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Thea. She's good friends with another store owner, Thomas Deliopoulos, a former Greek army chef who moved to Australia to start up a souvlaki restaurant.
Tell me the story of Kalimera. So you guys have been in the New York Times, you've been in loads of publications talking about what a special restaurant and brand you built.
Now 12 years Kalimera in Australia, in Melbourne, in Oakley. We come with my family, we moved from overseas 2011. We start Kalimera to end of October 2012. Something different, we feel blessed, very busy, very happy, and good souvlaki.
Oh, the best souvlaki. They are the best souvlaki.
Today, Thomas is letting Irene know how to make what he says is the best souvlaki in Melbourne.
Tzatziki, for sure.
Tzatziki with garlic, the pork gyros. As you see, the juicy.
Oh, that looks amazing. This is the closest thing to being in Greece.
I think it's better for this.
Yeah,
Better.
it's better. It's the best.
Because it's fresh gyros we cook here. Some people, they don't like strips, they put lettuce. Doesn't matter.
They're the
Salt.
original.
Some paprika.
Paprika.
For flavor.
That's
not
secret?
Yeah,
That's
it's not
beautiful.
secret, you know. It's calo, and we wrap the souvlaki. We're very proud.
It literally, I have no problem saying this is the best souvlaki in the country. It's the best.
Thank you, Irene.
I've discovered an incredible jewellery shop, one that is steeped in Greek cultures and traditions. Welcome to Gregio Jewellery.
Jewellery is very much a Greek signature item. For the past 25 years, Gregio's team of Greek gold and silver craftsmen based in Athens have been designing and crafting jewellery that expresses the Greek point of view, inspired by Greece's rich nature and history. Gregio's Anna Baltas is showing off some of her favourites.
This jewellery here, what's the significance of this collection?
This collection is called our Wish Luck collection, so it consists mostly of evil eyes. The evil eye is known to ward off bad energy and bad luck, so it's worn as a symbol of good luck.
I love that. That's such a great tradition to have. So Mary, you're the marketing manager here at Gregio Jewellery.
Yes.
What's your favourite piece?
Probably my favourite piece is this one here. So this is from our Simply Me collection.
Beautiful.
It consists of a lot of crosses. Crosses are very meaningful to us coming from a Greek background. So the Greek tradition is that when we're younger we get baptised, and we're actually gifted a cross by our godparents.
As day turns to evening, Melbourne's Greek face livens up.
I'm standing in the wonderful Eaton Mall that's just full of these incredible restaurants, cafes, dress shops, What I love the most is it's full of people out at night time on a Friday here in Melbourne. What a great place to visit.
One great place to visit is Rispar, where we're invited to experience the essence of Greece through their drinks.
It's just a wonderful place to just bring lots of people together.
That's Rispar's Maria Penosa.
Now this one here is our Risp signature drink.
Now I did see this getting made, so I'm a little bit worried because it looks amazing. It actually looks amazing.
It really
Beautiful.
does. And it tastes amazing too.
Let's try this one. That's beautiful.
Eyeball.
You'll be remiss to go past the Hellenic Museum on a visit to Melbourne. Here is where you'll get to explore Greek culture, artwork, and incredible collections curated by this museum.
The Hellenic Museum's mission is to inspire a passion for Hellenic culture, from the ancient to the contemporary. Irene is being shown around the Hellenic Museum today by its assistant curator, Sarah Pritza.
So the Hellenic Museum opened in 2007 and it's been well over 15 years now, and since that time we've evolved from a small community museum to an art and history museum focusing on a range of different topics around Hellenic culture, history and art.
So Sarah, The Spirit of Byron is the name of your newest exhibition. Now you've curated it, yes?
Correct, yes.
Excellent, so tell us about your baby.
So this is my first major project for the Hellenic Museum.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. So this is quite special. The entire collection comes from an Australian collector from Canberra and features a range of works on paper from the 19th century that focuses on Philhellenism, the Greek War of Independence, and also Lord Byron himself alongside his literary works. So this here is a lithograph of a puzzle print titled The Spirit of Byron in the Isles of Greece from around 1830. And it's quite quintessential of the time where the subject of the work kind of disappears into the background. So if you look carefully,
oh, that's amazing.
You can see exactly.
That's his nose, mouth, chin.
Yeah, and his hair is just a little tree that's kind of bowing down as well.
How clever.
So this exhibition has just under 100 works on paper exhibited, and we're very fortunate to have some examples of prominent artists from the 19th century. These two pieces here are by French Romantic artist Eugene Delacroix. The top one, The Massacre of Chios, is actually after his original painting, which depicted the Massacre of Chios, a Greek island in 1822.
Wow.
Yeah. And in the foreground, we have a sketch by him as well, and it's an unnamed individual, but they're on a battlefield of sorts.
Then there's a flagship exhibition, as museum CEO and head of curation Sarah Craig explains.
It's called Gods, Myths and Mortals, Treasures from Across the Millennia. It's on loan from the Benaki Museum, Athens. It's a myrtle wreath and it's made of pure gold. It's from the 4th to the 3rd century BCE, and it would have been for burials. We have an extraordinary photograph of this upstairs being worn in our Henson Gallery. This is one of my favourite pieces, and also it's the oldest in this collection. It's close to 8,500 years. It's almost like a lucky charm. You can see that it's got a hole in the back of the neck, but it also has remnants of paint where it would have been quite a bright colour and somebody would have worn it around their neck.
Sarah, what are we looking at here?
We're looking at an Illyrian helmet. It's about 650 BCE.
Wow, how little were their heads back then?
This is surprisingly small, and in fact, there are quite a few of them that are very small. They changed the shape of them ultimately because it would be passed down from father to son, and opening the face was one of the reasons that allowed them to pass it down the generations.
Melbourne's Hellenic Museum, dedicated to showcasing the transformational power of Greek art, history and culture.
Nico's Cakes is a cultural institution for all of the Greeks living in Melbourne. Well, now they're in Fairfield and Oakley, and I'm going to get to take a look.
If you're looking for the most spectacular and unique cake designs, you'll find them here. Creations from a team of designers, consultants, pastry chefs and artistic decorators. Award winners they all are. And what about the taste? Irene's meeting up with Nikos Cakes co-owner Denise Poupasis.
A lot of people know that we're a family-run business, and they love that. They feel like they're coming over to our home for a cake and coffee. And it's like the same when you have, when they have relatives that come from Greece, they pick them up from the airport and they bring them straight to Oakley, straight to Nikos, like their second living room, to show them what we're all about. And it's not really the Greek community, it's the wider community. A lot of people know that and love that about us.
It is a sample of some of the incredible food that you guys have on offer.
Yes.
All right, let's try some of these and you can tell me what they are.
All right, so.
All right.
This is our most famous galactopouriko.
Yep.
We've got a trigono, which is custard again with a touch of colour inside. It's delicious.
You can't have any of that. That's amazing.
Pastaki.
Pastaki is my favourite dessert. A lot of immigrants came from Greece and then they would bring these back home whenever they'd go to Greece, and it would be like the most exciting thing to get this beautiful chocolate goodness.
Sponge covered buttercreams.
Thanks, Denise. Nikos cakes, a Greek delicacy. Another Greek eatery in Melbourne that has even more links to Greek culture is the Hellenic House Project restaurant. Irene is being shown around by the project director, Valeria Ubaldi. First, Irene lights a candle, symbolising the importance of the Greek religion, the smoke symbolising your prayers going to heaven. The Hellenic House Project is a home where stories are told and shared, a home away from home where you'll always feel warmth and generosity.
Tell me a little bit about the ethos or the start of the Hellenic House Project.
Yeah, so the Hellenic House Project, as the name suggests, is basically a home, just like any Greek home. We wanted it to have, obviously, that feel of being welcome anytime and for different reasons. And that's why we had the two sort of like concepts with the kitchen downstairs, which is a space where you grab your everyday meal, quick bite, some takeaway, and the souvas and the chips. And then we have the good room, which is like, the guest dining room, or the room where you have a family meal for special occasion, where we take a little bit more of a modern twist.
I love
take on the classic Greek.
And you guys have done that really well, because it does feel so warm and comforting as soon as you come in here.
The Hellenic House Project. Hellenic culture celebrated in a contemporary Australian way.
From the Cordon Bleu in Paris to the streets of Port Melbourne, Brûlée is definitely a cafe to come see in Melbourne.
The day Irene visits, the pastry chef at Brûlée Patisserie is showing his talents, his range of products all mouth-watering. The mastermind behind this operation is head chef Mariana Shedid.
Talk me through what we've got.
So we've got almond, we have a Danish and escargot, ham and cheese, halloumi, we have a za'atar croissant. So
that is beautiful, that is so big.
You just bite through it.
Oh.
That's it.
Irene's so inspired, she tries her hand at shaping some pastry.
Yeah.
Oh, good so far?
Yeah.
And then just roll.
Brûlée Patisserie, delicious. One more Greek treat, the passion of a Greek nightclub. Australia's premier Greek entertainment venue is Kinesi. Kinesi. It translates to movement, motion, locomotion. And there's certainly plenty of movement and motion here when the Madonna of Greece, Katie Garby, performs. She's just flown in from Greece with overflow crowds in rapture. Another performer who sings here every week is Maria Maroulis.
I sure have a long history with this place. Kinesi has been a pretty much second home for me. I started when it first opened back in Richmond in 2006, I think it was. So it's been a long time, and it's definitely, as I said, my second home.
Kinesi has been the place to go in Melbourne for concerts and events with a Greek flavour. Contangelatus is the entrepreneur behind Kinesis.
3 generations have gone through this club. My parents' era, my era, and now the younger kids that are coming through. Massive club. It's a club that's renowned around the world. All the megastars from Greece have performed here, and obviously our local talent that's been going for 17 years straight. Something that the Greeks in Melbourne look forward to, and also the Greeks from the whole of Australia. Actually, they make a night of it. They fly in last flight and they fly out first flight. So something that other states unfortunately haven't got at the moment. But Melbourne's going strong, and Kinesis is carrying the flag. Big night, massive night, and the Greeks, they know how to do it. They know how to party well, and they know how to party hard. So looking forward to a great night.
Many big names have performed at Kinesis. The Kinesis Green Room is filled with their posters. But tonight it's Katie Garby who's starring in the first of 2 sellout performances. On her return performance after so many years, she's performing all her massive hits. And the crowds are loving it. Kinesis, Australia's foremost venue for Greek performances.
Yes, Sue, what a tremendous end to our Greeks of Melbourne special, and many thanks to our Melbourne reporter Irene Jones for bringing that all together. In the meantime, I'm Greg Granger. Happy travels.